Hey everyone, this is Cheryl and welcome back to the Becoming Engaged blog. We are so grateful and so happy that you're here. We thank God for the community that we continue to build here, for hearing your comments, your questions, your input. It's such a blessing as we come together. And if you have any friends that you believe that this site would be a blessing to, we invite you to share it with everyone. Your friend, your neighbor, your enemy, anyone you know that'll be blessed by the site. We invite you to recommend it to them because we do believe that it is a directive from the Lord and that it will bless us all as we come together discovering who He created us to be, the life He's called us to live, which leads me into this week's topic. We're going to talk about the courage to live. And I know you're thinking, the courage to live, what do you mean by that? And I've been getting a lot of questions even before we started the blog, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do the blog, was to answer some of the questions that I get in passing after I've done a speaking engagement or after people have read the book, Becoming Engaged, Finding the Courage to Be Me. They want to know, well, Cheryl, how do I live? I hear you talking about abundant life. What is that? How do I access that? And so I wanted to talk on that subject today to give us all a little insight on the process that God took me through. Because see, what I did learn, and I am still learning, was that becoming engaged and active and involved in your life was a process. But the beginning stages for me began with a prayer. And I know you're thinking, becoming engaged in life begins with a prayer. That's how it started for me. Because what I found was I had to learn all over who God was. Not what I learned in Sunday school, who He was, not what I learned in church from preachers, who He was, but I had to learn who God was to me and in my life. So my whole process began with the prayer, and that prayer was, Lord, tell me who You are, and in that, reveal to me who I am. So it started with a simple prayer. Why am I here? What problem did You create me to solve? Who am I supposed to be reaching? I know that there was a unique design for me. I need You to reveal it to me so that I'm not walking aimlessly through life. Because a lot of the times the reason people don't live is because they don't have purpose. They can't live a fulfilling, full, whole, fun, active life because they don't know what their life is supposed to be about. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing. They don't know who they're supposed to be reaching. They do not know the purpose that they are here. So the prayer is, what is my purpose? What am I uniquely called, created, and gifted to do? What do I do well? And so I began to search out what God had already gifted me with, what He graced me with, what He'd given me talents to do and to be. And so as God began to walk me through who He created and uniquely designed me to be, that gave me courage. Because see, then I wasn't looking from the esteem from other people. I wasn't looking for validation from people because I had God's validation. The creator of the universe validated me. And so I didn't need other people's validation like I did before. Wanting to know, well, who they thought I was. What did they think God had called and gifted and created me to do? I just skipped that step and went straight to the Creator to ask Him, tell me so that I know with a surety what You've called and gifted me to do, what You've graced and talented me to do, instead of hearing it from other people. Now, I'm not saying it's not good to hear it from other people, but you need to hear it from the source. Because once you get that kind of esteem from God, what I call God esteem, and not self-esteem, because you see, self-esteem can fluctuate from day to day. One day you feel good, one day you feel bad. And so you can't depend on your own esteem. It has to be founded on something that is unmovable. And the only unmovable thing on it is God. And so you build it, or you build the courage, which is really not even your courage. It's God's courage in you to live life. And that's the first tool, the first place you go to when you're looking to live life abundantly is finding out who He created you to be and then asking Him for the strategy to walk in it. I hope you've been blessed by today's blog post. If so, I want to hear your comments, um, your feedback so we can continue this dialogue. I so love talking to you every week. And in parting, as always, we say be real, be present, but most importantly, be alive. Mwah. Love you.